Hello, everyone. Welcome back to this week's episode of Mocktail Minutes. This is Bailey.
And this is Brianna.
This week I am drinking, it's like my snack for the afternoon, but I did almond milk plus, I think it's just the lime collagen from Just Ingredients and vanilla protein powder. So it's like a key lime pie
Ooh,
in a
that's a good
drink.
idea. Well, I don't know why I don't do that.
Yeah, it tastes like a key lime pie. And I've seen on Thrive Market, there's these like graham cracker style little squares. So it's like, oh, if I had some of those, they'd be really good crushed up into here.
Mhm.
Or I could like freeze it with some coconut milk for the creamy and then do the graham crackers as my mix-ins for a key lime pie ice cream.
Like a little ball. Ooh, I love
Yeah,
that idea. I'm doing just like the OG at home mocktail. I did coconut water from Costco with a splash of orange juice and some red mint sea salt.
such an easy one.
I always
Mhm.
forget about it too. I'm like, man, this is so
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Or you could do the tart cherry juice. I have some people do that.
I love tart cherry juice personally. It's also really good like after working out.
I had someone doing it. He swapped his Gatorade for like basically the same thing, but with the tart cherry juice for while he's playing basketball. He stopped getting headaches and he was able to like make it through a game. So yeah, I love it. But yeah,
Yeah, I follow this like sports dietitian. Her name is Jessica. She's always like dressed up in a banana costume. I don't know if you know who that is, but her
no,
whole
I don't
thing is
follow.
like she loves and she works with basketball players and she's always like doing tart cherry juice. That's like her jam. But yeah.
Yeah, it's so good for you. Yes. Today we are talking about the bare minimums because I mean, what this weekend is Memorial Weekend, which means summer kickoff. And I don't know about you guys, but it really is kicking off after this weekend.
Yeah.
And this is where everyone like wants to be fit girl vibes, but we have chaotic vibes also happening. So we're
Yes.
gonna give you the bare minimums. I would say number one, when it comes to PHFF, ideally, yes, we want to get protein, healthy fat, and fiber in at every meal, but we're talking the bare minimums. We're talking like just at least do this for the love of God.
Yes.
So you're gonna at least get 20 grams of protein per meal. That is super simple. Even, I mean, you could do three hard boiled eggs. There's 20 grams of protein. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're like, well, I don't want to eat three eggs. Okay, well, then don't eat three eggs. Do something else.
Oh, easy.
You could
Yeah.
do two eggs and a beef stick. You could do a chicken sausage link and a turkey stick. You could do a scoop
And
of
you could do
protein
like,
powder.
yeah, you could do a little bit of Greek yogurt, a little bit of
Yep.
cottage cheese. Like actually 20 grams of protein is so simple.
It's so small.
So small. That and have some sort of fruit or veggie on your plate at every meal. We're doing 20 grams of protein and we're doing some sort of fruit, vegetable. Like we're getting color at our meals, bare minimum. This is something you can do anywhere. Literally, you could do it at a gas station. You could do it at a barbecue. You could do it at a birthday. You could do it at a restaurant. You could do it at your mother in law's house. Literally anywhere. And like, so this is what I want people to focus on is like every meal this summer, this is your non negotiable bare minimum.
Hmm. Yeah. What we're talking about is not how you're going to build muscle. That's not how
No.
you're going to really fire up fat burning in your metabolism. This is just to kind of keep you going. Honestly, I wouldn't live off this every day. We're talking, this is like when shit hits the fan, what you're going to focus on. Do these things. So, number one, we're starting out with 20 grams of protein and then a fruit and or a vegetable. Well, I'll
Yeah.
give you an and or.
Yeah. Then we're making it easy. Yes.
Yes. And then when it comes to portions, we don't want you obsessing over tracking everything because if you're living in chaos, you're probably under eating anyways. So let's just not stress about that right now.
Yeah.
Eat slowly, enjoy the meal, try to get that protein in, try to get that fiber in, and just listen to your hunger and fullness cues.
Yeah. Stop when you feel satisfied. So this helps if you eat slowly. Okay. Eat slowly. And I'm going to stop when I feel satisfied because I guarantee you 15, 20 minutes later, you're going to be like, oh, I am full. If you are continuously stopping when you are full or overly full, you're going to overeat. That's overeating. You don't feel great. So instead of stressing over calories, because I hear that so much during the summer, I'm going to the lake or we're going out to drinks or we're out, growing out to do this. Like, I don't know how I'm going to track. Okay, don't do the bare minimum with those nutrient targets. Eat slowly and stop when you're 80% full.
Mhm.
You will do much better every time if you just do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next thing, added sugars, because I mean, they're in your drinks, they're in your popsicles, they're in your yogurt, they're in that candy bar. They're popping up everywhere. So just reduce those added sugars. Limit it to trying to get less than 5 grams per like food that you're eating, or less than 25 grams per day. Because if you're eating a dessert, you're gonna have more than 5 grams of added sugar in there. So then just overall try to get less than 25 grams per day.
Yeah, being mindful of it. The next thing is your walking or your steps. Most people have a fitness watch. If you don't, you can track this with like minutes. But think bare minimum 6 to 7,000. That's kind of like the number that we've established is easy for weight maintenance or weight loss. This actually is much easier than people think over the summer because we're doing so much more outside, which is awesome.
Uh-huh.
Just being mindful of your daily movement. And honestly, and I'm not trying to be a jerk, and some people aren't there, but 6 to 1,000 steps in the grand scheme of things is not really too much if you are like able-bodied, don't have an injury or anything. Like, I mean, you can get 6,000 steps from like cleaning your house
Yeah.
for sure.
My steps have been higher on the weekends because of like power cleaning while Gannon's napping.
Oh yeah, like how much can I clean right now? Yeah, so thinking, okay, this is my bare minimum. Maybe I don't need to hit that 10 to 12,000 target that I have set for myself every single day. My bare minimum is this though.
Mm-hmm. Next thing, I would say workouts. So kind of going along with those steps, trying to get 2 strength training sessions and really focusing on compound movements.
Yeah.
This is how you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck.
Yes. And if you are listening to this and you're like, well, I don't do any of it, so 2 is a goal, maybe that's something just to focus on because I don't know how else to tell people you are not going to be your healthiest or achieve any sort of weight loss goal if you are not strength training.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not
Yeah.
the way that
And
maybe a little bit, but not how you want. Not how you want.
yeah, muscle is going to take you really far in life. And compound movements, these are just exercises that work multiple muscle groups and joints all at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, things like squats, like bench press, deadlifts, um,
I think
like
technically shoulder
hinge
press.
dips. Yeah. Yeah, shoulder press.
If my husband's
Different.
listening to this, hopefully I'm not wrong because he's going to be very upset with me.
Yeah. Have them make a little compound movement workout for us and we can put it in the show notes.
That's such a good idea. He's going to be like, why does Bailey have all these great ideas and you've never thought of it? I'm like, I don't know. That's a good idea though. Maybe we'll do that because these
Yes.
are movements that are like big bang for your buck, like 20 minutes, go out there, try to do it heavy. You get so much from it, which is so great because like you have 20 minutes 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm. So Vic, he has a job. He doesn't know it yet, but within the next day, he is going to create a 2-day strength training program for you to focus on throughout the summer with compound movements that takes like 30 minutes. Can we do
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that's good. 30
Me
is
too.
good.
He doesn't know this, but I will let him know when we get off here. He has
Yeah,
homework.
he doesn't really have a choice because we can't just say that and
And
we're
then
not
have
going to
it
cut this
happen.
out.
Yeah, we're not going to get out. It's here. The pressure is on.
Yes. So we'll post that in the show notes for you.
Really?
Next thing, sleep. Oh my gosh, get your sleep. At least 7 hours. I know there's lots of fun things going on this summer, but sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. That's where you're restoring. That's where you're rejuvenizing. That's where the magic happens.
You need it. You cannot. I'm telling some people, I'm just like, just focus on sleep. It makes such a big difference. And yes, we said 7. I'm sticking to that. I don't want to give you guys any leeway. I'm saying 7. Hydration, at least 60 ounces of water. So, obviously rule of thumb is half your body weight in ounces, but I would say a 60 is a good minimum for anyone. Like everyone should be having at least 60, and like skip the soda, skip the sugary drinks, try to skip the
Yeah.
lemonade, the
If you want a
mixed drinks.
shortcut to like feel better, lose weight, like have more energy, skip the sugary sodas. That's your
Yeah.
shortcut. Like that's your hack.
Yeah. We were talking about this before we got on. I've literally had at least 2 people in the last week be like, is cutting out soda really going to do anything for me? You have
Yep.
no idea. Yes. Yeah.
You're gonna miss it at first, not gonna lie, but eventually you're not going to.
No, and we have good fun options. Like you can do a poppy, you can do an olipop, you can do, a carbonated water with like a small splash of juice or something, right? Like you can do something to still get that sweet
Yeah.
carbonate taste. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in my drink era. Because we have the Ninja Thirsty. So I did like a carbonated lime water the other day. So
Ooh.
my little sparkling lime water with the thirsty, and then I have a cucumber bals balsamic vinegar. So I put that in there. So I was like, yeah, like a spicy cucumber lime water.
That's fun.
Yeah,
I
a
like,
little sass with it.
yeah, a little sassy, just a little pick me
Mhm.
up. I
Yeah.
like it.
Gannon actually took a drink of it and he was like, ooh. I was like, oh,
Ooh,
sorry,
why is
buddy.
it spicy? It's like
Don't. Yeah.
spicy and carbonated.
Yeah. I'm like, don't take my water, sir.
Sorry, learned. The next one, you guys are gonna think we're not fun because it's summer, but we're going to say it. And we've said this before. It's so good to have a boundary with alcohol. So, max, give yourself a boundary. I'm going to drink 1 to 2 days per week with 1 to 2 drinks max per sitting. Take
Yep.
what you will. If you're like, I'm not going to do that, okay, then maybe you need to double down on
Do
like
all these other things.
all these other things hardcore. Okay. Like if you're just like, that's a no-go for me. Okay. Well, then everything else that we talked about, you absolutely must do. But
Yep.
that one is so good to have a boundary with because it impacts you in so many ways. We've talked about that.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So yes, those are your bare minimums. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. You're eating every day anyways. You're gonna have to sleep at some point anyways. You do have time to walk. You do have 30 minutes twice a week to work out. And if you think you don't, go look at your screen time and tell me otherwise.
I
Like,
know. I love doing time audits with people. I do it on myself all the time. So I
yeah,
can be like, no, no, Brianna, this is why.
yeah,
But
yes.
yeah,
Manage your time better.
your screen time will tell you you do. And if you're, again, be flexible. Okay, we'll make that 6,000 steps, split it up throughout the day.
Yeah.
That two 30-minute workouts. Okay, can you do 4 workouts 15 times a week? Or, 15, you know what I mean? 4 15-minute workouts
Yes.
a week. You can, you
You
can.
can.
You just have to
100%.
want to.
Yes. And I understand you want to lose weight, you want to do these things, but do you also want to be the same level of committed? So,
Yes.
like I said, these aren't your goals to necessarily build muscle, to build your, I mean, it will help build your metabolism, kind of depending on where you're coming from. This is not how you're going to necessarily build muscle, though. This is not how you're necessarily going to create a really high efficient metabolism. This is
No.
to get you started and to give you some structure on the chaotic days. And then
Yeah.
you bump it up. So maybe we do like a level 2 follow up next time.
That's a good idea. I like that. I
I
like,
really got ideas today.
I know, I know, I know. I like it. Like you should have it like a pen and paper with you.
I
Um,
should.
this is like a side note to wrap it up because sometimes I feel like when we do these episodes, people are like, oh, it's like too rigid. Meh. You have to understand that being able to have boundaries and have a consistent routine, even if it's bare minimum during something like the summer, is very important because it's a quarter of the year. And then if you mix it with the holiday season, now you have 6 months out of your year where things are chaotic, you're out of routine, you're not doing the things. And then people are very frustrated when they don't meet like health and weight loss goals. And so we just try to put it out there like, we're not trying to be this like, be these rule followers, don't have any fun, meh. It's just we're bringing awareness to you cannot live every single year of your life where summer is just so chaotic and out of hand and think you're going to feel your best.
Yep.
You will not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make some commitments, decide, create routine. Routines will really take you far this summer. And think
Well,
about like the days where you're working and you have set things you have to do, you have a time where you eat lunch, you get things done. It's
mhm.
those days where it's like, oh, we're gonna do this and this and this, where it's not really, I mean, we have maybe a to-do list, but it's not very structured. That's what throws you off. So create routine. This will be a lot easier as well.
Yeah, we're like toddlers. We like expectations.
Yep.
We like routine. We like consistency. We think we don't, but we do. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's our little,
Absolutely.
this is our pep talk for like,
Yep.
yay, welcome summer.
Yes. Cheers. I felt like my drink is a pretty good one for summer. I mean,
Oh,
this is a
that
good
is,
summer kickoff call drink.
yep. I'm excited for it. Yeah, we're definitely going to do a follow up if you're like level 2.
Yes. All right, everyone. Have a great holiday weekend, and we will be back next week with a brand new episode. Bye.
Bye.